You are now entering the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.
Hello?
All night long.
Okay, now if something flies out in another room, then who's going to freak out now? Huh?
All of us. I'm like, all right, Brittany, that's funny. This whole time, she's been hiding in the closet.
So when I pulled up, you were sitting right here, weren't you?
Yeah.
I thought I
Did
saw
you
that.
see me?
What the fuck? Yeah. But then I was thinking, well, all right.
I thought you would have been like, oh, is Adam here? Nope.
I don't know why that didn't occur to me when things were flying across the room, but whatever.
The first thing you think is not, oh, did I see someone there?
That's right.
Who cares? There's somebody just flew across the room. Like, Jay, there's a fucking laundry poltergeist who lives in your house.
Lube up, listen up,
and
bring on
the antibiotics.
It's time
for
What the fuck's the name of that show again?
How to do sweater?
What the hell does that even mean?
How do you feel about anal?
the program you are about to hear is long, thick, and hard to swallow. Consider yourself warned.
Holy shit.
Now, your host, Jay Bidwell.
Thanks, Randall. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hard to Swallow. I am Jay Bidwell, sitting here with Jax.
Hello.
What's up, Hal?
Oh, you know, same shit, different day.
4th of July, bitch.
4th of July it is.
Happy 4th of July. I got no fucking plans. Do you have anything exciting going on?
Dude, I gotta fucking work.
I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here and listen to the dog get scared by all the neighbors
Right?
popping off their shit.
Yeah. Killian freak out about that shit, does he?
Motherfucker! It's the end of the world. The fucking apocalypse. What is this the holiday of it? We celebrate like our independence from the apes, was it, or the?
Yeah, the apes.
I'm not very good with history. Was it the Mexicans?
No, it was the United. Why can't I think of what I'm trying to say?
Wow. See, I'm kidding. I don't know what the fuck you're legitimately over here like, I think it was
UK.
I think it was the Mexicans.
From Britain, but it was like the UK.
Anybody who listens to the show, you're going to notice a new opening bumper, and that's thanks to our new friends. We have a new home.
Yeah.
Another new home.
Where?
As if you need a new place to find us on the fucking internet.
No shit. What's that like for now?
Musingsofageek.com.
Musings of a Geek.
Yes.
Wow.
See, I don't know that we're exactly geeky, but I'm a horror geek for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I think that could help qualify us, right?
You could be a muse.
Ooh. What are you going to do? Write me a song or paint me a picture? They've added our show to their library of awesome podcasts. So huge shout out to them. That's really cool.
Nice.
I like any time we're brought in from the cold and offered a nice warm meal. I feel like we're the orphan show sometimes.
Oh, makes you want to go do volunteer work at Maltrotter right now, doesn't it?
Please, sir, may I have another? It's almost getting too easy to find us online, I would think. At this point.
There's no such thing as well, okay, wait.
You could toss your dildo across the interwebs, and eventually you'll hit a site that we're on, I think, at this point. So,
what about Bob?
I also have to mention, of course, the amazing new horror flick, Haunting of Cellblock 11, available now on demand. I checked it out.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome.
I saw you had the trailer for it or something on your Facebook page, right? Or
yeah, it looks legit, don't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking sweet.
It's got a really good cast. I was looking at the cast that you put on there.
I was amazed at how well they did with such a low budget. So make sure you check it out on demand. Later in the show, we're actually going to have another interview with one of the film's stars.
Nice.
If you're a Community fan, you probably know him best as Fat Neil. We're going to have Charley Koontz on the line with us. And, of course, speaking of Community, this is the best possible week to have him on the show because Community just got saved last second by Yahoo.
Yeah.
It's now going to be streaming online. They're going to have a whole Yahoo streaming thing. I'm not sure if it's up yet or not, but huge congratulations to everybody over at Community because that's fucking sweet.
I've never seen the show.
It's fucking funny. It's a funny ass show.
All right.
So check it out. We're going to talk to Fat Neil a little bit later. As always, don't forget to check out Dynamite Shirts for all your screen printing and apparel needs. I can tell you firsthand, Joel is doing amazing things over there. I'm wearing his shirt right now.
You are, and it's very sharp.
Great comfy shirts and even comfier prices. Ow. Sexy, right? You can find them at dynamite-shirts.com as well as facebook.com/dynamite-shirts. And before we get into all this bullshit, if you want to take part in this show, don't forget you can call us. And our phone number?
Wait, it's Damn it, I know this.
651-321 twat. You know, we don't even have to be recording for you to call us. You can leave me a voicemail and it will get played on the show. You know, leave questions, comments.
Right.
I always say I want to hear sex noises. That'd be hot. You can call me up. Call me up while you masturbate. Preferably female, but you know what? Fuck it. It's funny to hear a dude jack off too.
I'm going to call it and just have Bob vibrating in the background.
It will sound like we're getting our independence from the apes if a dude calls up jacking off. You're like, is that Tim the Toolman Taylor on the phone? Holy shit. Pure Michigan, my ass. And you can also...
Miss Michigan.
Yeah, oh, there you go. You can also tweet us at Bidwell Fog with your questions or comments. All right, now that all that fun shit's out of the way, do you have anything fun happen this week?
No.
Anything out of the norm?
Not so much.
You got your mirror fixed.
I got my
we
mirror
talked
fixed.
about your mirror on the last episode.
Yes, we did.
Your Coke mirror you had to pop off your car to use.
Yep. So it's fixed. All the scratches are gone from the razor blade and everything.
Ooh, nice. That takes some work. That's some good detail in there.
Right.
I went into the gas station the other day and I had a fun, you know, like whenever you go to the same place frequently enough and you see somebody new.
Yeah.
Who clearly is trying to pull one over on you. So I had to get, of course, our rent was just due.
Right.
And I do money orders for my rent all the time because it's just easier for me. I don't have a bank account.
Right.
I don't trust the government.
Oh my God.
So I go into the gas station down here on the corner and I'm like, I need a money order for $500 and one for $71. So the dude goes up to like the internet attachment thing that has nothing to do with the money orders, and he starts like hitting buttons, and like I can clearly see him going like menu back, and then he walks up and he goes, "Oh yeah, it says the server's down, it's not working." I was like, dude, I buy money orders here probably twice a month, and they've never walked over to that machine. You can do it right here from your cash register, actually. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, you should probably call your supervisor or something. And then he goes over to the phone, and like he looks at the numbers, and he starts like fake dialing the fucking boss's phone number.
Shut up.
And he picks it up for like a second, and he goes, oh, they didn't answer, and hangs it up. I'm like, you must be fucking kidding me.
Hey, new guy.
I was like, oh, I haven't seen you around here. Are you new? He's like, yeah, it's only my second week. I'm like, clearly. Because you're a fucking lying sack of shit.
No shit. You know you can pay rent online.
Who doesn't know? Yeah, but if you don't have a bank account, you get charged still.
Really?
Yeah, you need like a credit card or a debit card.
Okay.
But, so I stand there for a few minutes, and I'm like, oh, he's like, you know, I got a long line here. He's like, yeah, you can go ahead and help them. I'm in no rush. Don't worry about that. Like, I just want to see this dude finally admit that he's such a sack of shit. I was like, actually, if you hit that button right there where it says money order, all you got to do is type in the amount, hit enter, and then it pops up and it says, like, payee's name, but you can skip that.
Right.
So it's like, what's the payee's name? I was like, yeah, actually just hit the enter tab there, and that will go away. I can put that in myself.
Right.
So he hits it, it prints out, he goes, oh, I guess it's not down anymore. It took all I had not to reach across the fucking counter and grab that. His kid's probably 22, if that.
Right.
It just fucking choke his ass out.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell your rent's $20 less than mine. I've been here a lot less time than you.
I overpaid.
And I don't have a fucking pet.
I overpaid $30, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
so I have
all right,
a
I feel a little better about
credit
that now.
from the last 2 months. Because the
I'm like,
woman
how does that happen?
me
I don't
over.
have a damn dog.
She thought I had 2 dogs, so she was charging me the last 2 months the extra $15.
Oh, really?
And I was like, why is my shit so high? And then, so now I have the $30 credit.
Oh, all right.
So don't fret. Have no
Okay.
have no fear. But I just couldn't believe this little motherfucker. I'm like, I know you are so full of shit. But
just man up, all right?
yeah, I have no issue if you're brand fucking new and you literally are like, I'm new, I don't know what I'm doing. You're just like, bear with me a second.
Right.
I can tell you clearly. I know how to fucking run your register better than you do. So, just be fucking honest with people. If you're in customer service, people are way more likely to give you a break if you're fucking straightforward with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Instead of lying to their fucking face.
I did that waitressing for years.
Yeah.
I would just go out to a table and be like, hey, you know what? I screwed up and I forgot to put your food in.
Yeah.
So the 25 minutes you've been waiting so far, Your food just went in.
Yeah,
But
I'm
you know,
so
you don't
sorry.
go back and go, oh my God, I don't know what's going on, but there's all kinds of new people in the kitchen. No, that just doesn't fly. So people are way better if you're just honest.
Yeah. Next time I go and see that kid, I'm just going to, how's it going, buddy? Did you learn that money order machine yet? Or do I got to smack the shit out of you again? Fucker. We talked about that. I seen the preview for that new show I'm pretty excited about. Hopefully it's not fucking awful. That Partners.
Oh, yeah.
Martin Lawrence
And
Kelsey Grammer.
Saw that too.
Like that's clearly some stunt casting. So hopefully they have a good script.
Right.
Because I'm sure somebody was like, who are the oddest people we can pair up right now? And they were like, oh, Martin Lawrence and Sideshow
Right.
Bob.
Who are the oddest, brokest people we can pair up right now?
Kelsey Grammer, of course, Frasier was huge, and he was huge as Frasier on Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
But he's had a lot of failed shows in the last decade.
Has he?
He's had, like, in and out of Fox sitcoms everywhere.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why he can't capture. Maybe he's just playing the same guy.
Yeah.
They're like, we're fucking done with Frasier, bro.
Right? Can you change it up just a little bit?
Can you do something different? I don't know. But hopefully the show's funny, because those two look like they'd be great together.
I haven't seen much from Martin Lawrence in a while. So.
He's looking old. It's
Yeah.
hard. You know how hard it is to look old when you're black? This motherfucker accomplished something.
Right? It's like looking old when you're Asian.
Although, yeah, no shit. Or not yellow. He's accomplished something. He's definitely looking ragged, although he has talked a lot about his drug use and shit in the past. So
Yeah, well, that'll age you.
maybe it's catching up to him.
Cigarettes and
You don't
alcohol.
remember that-
and God
that
knows what else.
Issue where he was like naked in the middle of an intersection with a gun, just going fucking nuts.
That's like some Charlie Sheen shit right there.
He was like, I don't know what happened, man. The dope man done sold me some ooh-wee. Oh, and last weekend, of course, brought the Electric Forest Festival. Did you see the up in Rothbury?
I heard about it, and I think that has something to do with why my business was so bad at work last week.
Basically where I grew up, pretty
Okay,
much.
yeah.
Where we went to the fish fry, the
fish
family
fry,
fish fry
yeah.
and such. So a lot of my friends and family have been posting photos from the last weekend
Okay.
where they were just driving down the highway, and there was a man standing in the middle of the freeway with a big-ass smile on his face, just staring at the sun. And he apparently wandered from the Electric Forest Festival.
Well, them are some good drugs.
I want to
It's
go now. Even more than the music made me want to go, this makes me want to go.
It's like some 1960s shit right there.
I just want to know, like, what concoction of drugs makes you forget that semis exist? Like, how do you just wander out
Right.
in the middle of the freeway? I just picture him, like, seeing the Teletubby baby son. Like, oh my God, it's so cute. It's so fucking cute. There's a TV in my belly. I don't understand.
We used to do that. We get all stoned and we'd look at clouds and like figure out, like, see what kind of different shapes and things we could find in the clouds. I think my ultimate fantasy is to get all kinds of high and find the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the clouds.
I seen a great photo someone took the other day of a Godzilla cloud. And
Oh, really?
It literally looked like Godzilla breathing fire.
Oh, no shit.
It's like, that would be fucking trippy if you were that guy in the middle of the highway.
Right.
Oh, here's Godzilla. Godzilla. All right, let's move on to some world events, because there's a lot going on in the world.
Is there?
There's a lot of important issues going on around the world this week. Did you know that?
Sure. I'm so sheltered right now. I work and sleep.
You're like, I don't know. Does it have to do with French fries? I don't fucking know anything about it. Did you hear this story about an American exchange student in Germany sparked an extraordinary rescue mission when his leg became trapped inside a giant vagina?
I did not.
No, the vagina was a sculpture. So the
I was like, what was it, a fucking whale?
It's Pinocchio gone awry. You're supposed to be in the belly of the beast. The 22 rescue workers, 22 deployed to the scene were able to pull the victim out with their bare hands after only 30 minutes. The 6-foot replica of female genitalia sits outside the microbiology and virology department of the city's university clinic and is worth nearly $200,000. Apparently, it was a dare. Someone wanted him to pose for this photo, and he became stuck
No shit.
in the vagina.
God, there's a story to tell your your kids, your grandkids. It'd be like 80 years old. I got my leg stuck in a vagina once. I don't do a very good old man voice.
It wasn't your grandmother this time. Of his horrifying ordeal, the student said, "I've smelt many vaginas in my time, but this one certainly smelt the bratwurst." Oh! Also, last week, this one was interesting to me. The British Medical Association voted to demand a ban on the sale of cigarettes to anybody born after the year 2000 in an effort to make steps toward achieving a tobacco-free society by 2035.
2000.
So, you could be
14
now, and you would never be able to buy cigarettes in your life.
Okay.
But someone born in 99 could smoke all they fucking want. No problem.
Right. And they expect to be tobacco free by 2035.
Yes.
The math doesn't work out that well there.
Well, that's
they're
the thing
assuming
is,
that the 15-year-old that buys cigarettes now is going to die when he's 50.
Of course, we all know the horrible
45.
things that can happen to someone from smoking.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, it would be great if sometime we could live in a world where none of us fucking want to smoke, and we could be healthier and happier and live longer. But do you think it's fair to institute legislation, especially when you would have someone who, say, when they're of age, were born in 99 and can smoke freely all they want?
Right.
But you, just because of the year you were born, are fucked.
Your little brother that's a year younger than you.
Yeah.
You sit there and smoke in front of him, and he's like, fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
So do you think that this is something they should be allowed to make legislation over?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I think you're taking away somebody's right to choose for
See,
themselves.
yeah, and it really just doesn't make sense the way they're doing it for me. There are 14-year-olds who do smoke.
There are.
I'm just saying.
In Kentucky.
They're like,
sorry.
Alabama.
Right. I was like, when they first made the seatbelt law in Michigan, I was livid about it because I never wore a seatbelt. I do now, but that my philosophy at the time was, who the fuck are you to tell me how I'm going to die? Seriously. If I die in a car accident and get ejected from my window, isn't that my problem?
Well, I mean, I guess, but...
I mean, okay, you got to scrape me up off the side of the road. I get that might not be the most pleasant job, but...
I mean, you're not like 900 pounds, though, so I don't see the difficulty in strapping on a seatbelt.
It was just a
you were young
restraint
and dumb.
thing. You know what I mean? Like
your boobs?
No, just the whole...
You're like, I don't like the fucking seatbelt smashing my titties.
Yeah, pretty much.
If I want my titty smashed, it should be my choice.
Right?
Or mammogram time. So, don't you think this would be harder to implement in Britain than, I don't know, a brushing? It'd be like putting legislation down like, you fucking British people have horrible teeth. You gotta brush 4 times a day or you're going to prison.
Well, yeah, that's just ridiculous. But, there's got to be stipulations in that law. There's got to be all kinds of... Because you could be born in 99... Your little brother that's born in 2000 can't buy cigarettes, but you can buy them for him.
Well,
I'm sure there's probably...
I watched kind of an interview. It was off. It looked like the O'Reilly Factor, but for Brits. Of course,
Okay.
They had the two sides of the story, and the one woman was saying on there, apparently she's from the British Medical Association, or whatever the hell it's called, the BMA, and she was saying that...
that sounds like a bad bodily function.
She was saying that depending on how the legislation would be written, it wouldn't necessarily be illegal to smoke them, just to buy
Just
them.
not purchase them.
So, I mean, you're going to have a war room full of cigarettes in your basement.
Right.
You can just smoke for the rest of your life, I guess. I don't know how that works.
You can make some money as a person that's old enough to actually buy cigarettes and sell them to somebody that can't.
Cigarette prohibition.
What's it worth for you?
Tobacco prohibition.
Right.
I don't know. That shit didn't work out too well for alcohol.
Sure didn't.
I mean, their argument, of course, is there's no benefits for tobacco. People say, of course, alcohol in moderation is not necessarily bad for you.
No.
If you drink a beer a day, unlike us, You,
I like my wine. It's good for your heart.
yeah, like 1 glass of red wine a day, right, is good for your heart.
Not a bottle. And
Not a bottle and a
and
half.
melatonin.
Jax. I don't know.
Hey, whatever it takes to fall asleep when I get home in the morning.
North Korea making headlines. Did you see this story about North Korea is again threatening to destroy us? Do you know why this time?
Because we breathe.
Yeah, well, they have a more legitimate reason this time.
Okay.
A fucking movie, Jax.
It wasn't Godzilla, was it?
God, that's why the Japanese are pissed. Godzilla my ass! North Korea is calling the release of the upcoming Seth Rogen, James Franco comedy an act of war.
It's a fucking... okay. Why?
Do you know what the premise of the film is?
I do not.
Here's the premise. 2 celebrity TV journalists secure an exclusive interview with North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un. Before the interview, the 2 journalists are recruited by the CIA to assassinate him.
Okay.
Now, I can understand why you might be a little pissed off.
Right.
There's a movie coming out about 2 guys trying to murder you.
Okay, fair enough.
But he's
It's a
saying
comedy.
that if this movie is released, there will be hell to pay. Now, do you think that these kind of threats should be taken seriously?
It's North Korea. Fucking anything's possible. Seriously.
Do you think
some
we
of
should
those
be,
fuckers are not wrap tight at all?
should we be poking the bear like this to begin with?
I don't know. I don't think if it's going to cause... It's already causing controversy and the film hasn't even been released.
Yeah,
Probably
the film
not a good
does not.
idea.
Apparently, the end of the world will be October.
Okay.
Is when this movie is going to be released and when we will all be destroyed.
We have an apocalyptic October.
Oh, thanks, Seth Rogen and James.
Way to go, guys.
Who'da thunk?
So much for your fucking Emmy Award.
This is not the first film that has angered the North Koreans. Apparently,
Oh, big shock.
Die Another Day, the James Bond film.
Right.
Team America World Police, of course, had his father, Kim Jong-il, was it?
Yeah.
Acting like a fool. And the new Red Dawn remake have all kind of stirred up controversy.
Have they?
And now they're saying that this is the last straw. If this movie's released, there will be no mercy.
Maybe we could just get Dennis Rodman to go over there and make peace with him for us. Hey, man, it's all in good humor.
Right, yeah, no shit. Did he ever come back? I think he still might be over there.
Well, somebody
He
should,
might be leading the
somebody
revolution.
should fucking
actually.
email him.
Maybe Seth Rogen didn't hire him for one
He's
of his
probably in the
films.
background
He's
going,
like,
man, this shit would piss me off. I can't believe you're taking this.
Fuck them. They made fun of my green hair.
In my wedding dress. Photo.
Destroy America. Yeah, my wedding dress. That was fucked up. It seems like, to me, though, of all the Seth Rogen films to start a world war, I'm going to say The Guilt Trip should have been the one.
I didn't
with
see that.
him and Barbara Streisand. Holy shit.
That was when he went on a road trip with his mom, right?
Yeah. Have you seen that pile of shit?
I have not.
I'm surprised that Hitler himself didn't reanimate just to stop that boring Jew stew.
Okay. I'm going to have to see that movie now.
Which one? The Interview or?
No, the one with Barbara Streisand.
Don't do it.
Not good?
Please do not give them any fucking money.
Okay, because
If they,
it wasn't humorous at all.
if they come out with a Guilt Trip 2, I will kill you. Be like, it must have been her $8.
That one last ticket just put us over the budget to make another movie. Way to go, Jax.
I'll fucking destroy
Speaking
you.
of movies,
I will play North Korea and I will destroy you.
beautiful. We live in the same apartment complex, dude. Think about that for a minute. I want to go see Lucy.
Why? It looks
I
awful.
don't know. Does it look awful to you? Because it looks kind of good to me.
It looks so fucking stupid. I mean, of course, Scarlett Johansson is sexy as fuck.
She is. Yeah, she's
But
smoking.
that movie looks pointless to me. What did you put in me? I jizzed in your ear. What do you want? That's all
Okay. See, I guess I didn't really. I see a lot of the previews at work where the volume's not on the TV, but the captions are. So it just looks really intense to me.
So they put some kind of something in her that gives her superpowers.
Oh, you lost me there.
They're using her to smuggle something, and whatever it is, it breaks open and infects her, and she gets superpowers or something.
Huh.
Super strength and all this super speed and
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
not,
all right.
not my cup of tea.
Okay, then.
Have I talked you out of it in 40 seconds?
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Probably don't make your decisions on movies you want to see based on a silent trailer.
Okay,
Like,
well, yeah, good point.
maybe actually listen to it and you'd be like, no, I'm out.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, we're going to toss over to my interview with Charley Koontz. Don't miss Haunting of Cellblock 11. Available on demand now.
Okay.
It's that time again. Time to walk the horrifying halls of the Missouri State Penitentiary as we go inside Haunting of Cellblock 11. Now available on demand.
Is there anyone here with us? Oh, I definitely heard that.
Our track record hasn't been that great lately, so hopefully the spirits are really active tonight.
The ratings are slipping.
We can't schedule paranormal activity.
The show is called Ghost Sightings, not ghost sounds, not ghosts that we kind of think are there. Ghost sightings.
We need apparitional evidence on tape.
There's a man here to see you.
What does he want?
Says he has haunted property.
Most of the time these things are harmless.
What is the location exactly?
An abandoned prison.
Oh, far out.
They should have torn it down a long time ago.
Haunting of Cellblock 11. Now available on demand.
Everybody, today's guest has graced your screens on such wonderful shows as Royal Pains, Modern Family, Perfect Couples, and of course, Community. Please welcome Charley motherfucking Koontz. Woo! Woo! Yeah, what?
Hold for applause.
I was just like, there's nobody fucking here, but I love pretending there is. Hey, studio, awesome. You're such good people.
And I always pretend there's someone there.
Ooh, wow.
Project is calling my name.
You just opened a dark door into your world, sir.
I know, it's a little deep, but you know what? I try to move towards the light as much as I can. Anyway.
I've seen you cry enough, man. I don't want to see it anymore. It's heartbreaking.
It's the real deal. I'm happy to be a more lighthearted note in Haunting of Cellblock 11 this time around.
I know, man. I'm excited. I've seen the trailer, and I understand that you shot this movie a few years back, correct?
Yeah, about a year and a half ago, I think toward the end of 2012 we were doing it.
No shit.
Yeah, out in Missouri at Missouri State Penitentiary.
I know. That building looks creepy as fuck. I was looking at photos online. I would love to just wander those halls and shit my pants.
It's crazy, man. They have ghost tours there. I mean, that place is legitimately haunted. It was insane, so it made it easy to get into the vibe, that's for sure.
Did you have any personal experiences?
I went into it as a cynic, and I don't know if I've totally been changed. I know there was a lot of cast and crew experiences. None personally with me, but I heard the stories enough to get on board and stay away from it. I had a dinner when everybody else was working by myself in a cell block, and it was certainly a creepy energy. Definitely a lot's gone down there, and it makes you think about some stuff, that's for sure. I was shaking in my boots a little bit.
It's one of those places you go, if I walked in there, I would totally wander off on my own. But then you get there and you're like, yeah, I'm going to actually stick around the caterers.
Yeah, we had ghost guys that were there sort of consulting with us, and one of the guys came up to me at one point and was like, hey, you want to go down to the dungeon where they really, kept people locked up? I was like, nope, sure don't.
You go down there.
That sounds great.
Go down there and find a bunch of creepy-ass bondage equipment.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, when it closed down in 2004, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was still there where people just dropped their pencils and their papers, and, halfway through a sentence, those papers are still there. They're covered in dust and office chairs. It's a creepy place. We were really, aside from the spookiness of actually having to be there, we were really lucky to get it. And I think it really makes the flick 10 times better. I mean, on a small movie like ours, getting a set piece like that is pretty miraculous.
Yeah, I was going to say, if nothing else, it saves you on set costs for sure. No shit. Set decor is already there.
Yeah, man.
So you actually have a bachelor's degree in theater arts, so you weren't one of these people who was like, I'm going to be a med student, and then you change your mind last second. You must have known. At what age did you think you realized, I want to be in fucking movies?
I've always loved movies. I actually, for the first 2 years of college, I was a film major. And I had an interest in making the films from behind the camera. But it was so much fucking work.
It is, isn't it?
I decided to do a play while I was in college, and I was like, no, this is much more fun. A lot more people clap for you. Shakes their way into it. I think I can change my focus there a little bit. But I've always loved movies. I think that's something that you kind of grow up with. Either it's part of you or it's not. It really is in my bones. So, and I feel just incredibly lucky to get to do it. It's such a crazy thing to sort of set out to do. I'm happy that I'm here talking to you.
Well, not as happy as I am, brother man. Now, directing is terrifying, though. I know a lot of people who they want to be directors until they fucking try directing and they just throw their hands up. I'm out. I'm done. Wash my hands of this shit.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I mean, it's not like acting where you show up and you're like the last piece of the puzzle. You get to just show up and play in this amazing space. I mean, the directors really, it's been years and years and years playing that stuff to every little detail. And that was one of the great things about Andrew Jones, our director, was he showed up with intention. We shot 12, 13 pages a day, which is kind of unheard of because we had a limited amount of time in this gorgeous space. But he made the changes, and we rocked at a really nice pace, and that's kudos to him. He did a fantastic job. We shot it in mid to late November, so it was 19 degrees outside. We show up to set at 7 o'clock and leave at 8 in the morning. And when it's nighttime, it's basically just a big steel stone box. So it was 19 degrees outside. It was 10 inside. Which, also is just jacks up the intensity level with, I'm wearing big-ass coats and people are bringing me coffee and people are feeding me and all that kind of stuff. I couldn't imagine being in prison there. That piss anybody off.
Yeah, they didn't quite have the room service that you did, I'm sure. So was your family...
Not even a little bit.
Was your family supportive when you were like, hey, I want to get into this crazy acting world? Or were they like my mother, who was like, nobody fucking does that, son. That's just fucking silly.
It took my parents a little while to realize exactly what it was and what it is, but they've always been supportive from the very start. I think it makes parents a little bit uncomfortable to send their kids out into something that they really don't know anything about. But they pushed me out for sure. They're big advocates of, you only live once, go for it. If it doesn't work, fuck it. But they've been really fantastic, and they know a considerable amount about the entertainment industry now. Especially they started getting Entertainment Weekly sent to their place, which I guess they just sit around and read. They know more than I do.
Once you get past the lingo, it's not too hard, I suppose.
I mean, it's always going to be hard. It's always a tough biz, but once you start turning in one or two things that don't break the bank and lose everybody a bunch of money, they're a little bit more willing to give you another shot.
So, of course, people are probably most familiar with you as the painfully named, I say, as another fat man. It's hard for me to call you Fat Neil on the hit show Community. But as a fat man myself, I wonder, did you have bullies as a kid? Did people come at you that way?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you can't get through elementary school and high school lugging around as much weight as I am without getting a little heat. But that's just sort of part of the game at some point. But I actually, I had some, and it was never too aggressive. I always felt pretty comfortable in my station in life, and I think a lot of that stuff, a lot of that bullying stuff that is so prevalent now at the moment, I think comes down to, like you said, supportive parents and supportive friends, and you learn to find your niche. You learn to stick yourself right where you're most appropriate. So I came out alive. I did all right.
Growing up a fat kid, you get two things. You get to be funny, because eventually you're like, fuck it. I'm going to laugh at myself before yo ass laughs at me. And number two, you eat pussy wonderfully, because women love a man who can eat some pussy. And when you're fat, you got to eat pussy. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. You got to. You got to go down on it. You got to learn. And it doesn't hurt that I'm always hungry, so that just plays right into it, which is really nice.
And isn't it perfect they call it pie? Who doesn't love pie?
God.
Is there anybody in particular that kind of molded your career and your acting style when you were growing up?
It's still, even a couple of months out, I mean, Philip Seymour Hoffman passing away was really, I never met the guy, I never knew him, only through his movies, and he was, and still is, really just the tops for me. I mean, he really the characters are so full, whether he's doing comedy or drama, which is exactly what I want to be doing. You know, I mean, with this movie, it's got a dramatic pace. I mean, there are things that are intense that are happening, but I think most things in life, like you probably do, there's a little taste of humor in everything. So I think when you take stuff like that seriously, you got to give equal measure to both. And I thought Philip Seymour Hoffman was just brilliant at that.
He
was weird when he died. It was like, it sounds kind of weird to say as an adult human, but he's my hero. You know, it was just such a devastating thing that makes you want to work harder and try to get there. You know,
he was
him for sure.
He was absolutely one of those guys that if his name was attached, my ticket was already bought, basically.
Yeah, and the great thing about him, just as a young actor who is, you know, a big boy, big fat guy, at a certain point, and it was relatively early because he was so fucking good, that just completely drifted away. Nobody thought of him as that. They thought of him as Philip Seymour Hoffman, you know, and that's something that I'm also really interested in, is that I want this weight that I carry around or whatever to be, you know, as silly as the color of my hair. You know what I mean? If you really, really did that, you went to see a Philip Seymour Hoffman movie.
Right.
You know, you might not even know the name of it, but you're like, that new Philip Seymour Hoffman movie is coming out. It's not the fat guy who's in everything. They went to see him because he's so goddamn good.
You must get recognized out in the world, right? I'm sure that you go out and they're like, holy shit, it's fucking Fat Neil, what the fuck?
Sometimes. Yeah, totally. It's, you know, it's a little heartbreaking with Community that it didn't always translate into the kind of numbers that networks and studios were interested in. But, you know, when I go out, I get recognized, and it's an awesome indicator that people are watching. And that people care, too, you know. I mean, I'm a relatively, in the grand scheme of things, small part of that show. But people have talked about it, and that was always the best thing about Community fans, is they didn't just watch it, they just loved it. You know, I think a lot of times, and not with everybody, but things like 2.5 Men and Big Bang Theory are easy to watch.
Right.
You know, they're easy to enjoy, and they're easy to have on. And they're great shows, but I don't know if there's as many people who just love it as intensely as Community fans love Community.
Fortunately for you, I think we live in a world now where you're not going to have to fucking worry about it, because somebody's going to realize that fan base is there and how great that show was, and they're going to pick that shit up, and it will find a new home.
Hulu just ended their talks 2 days ago, I think. So we got a little bit more time, and we got, as far as I hear, I mean, Sony Television doesn't exactly call me and ask my opinion about things, but
right.
As far as I can hear through the grapevine, there's some people who are interested, so,
You mean,
so we'll see. We got about a week.
You look at shows like Arrested Development, and clearly, you know, somebody realized, we ain't done with this shit yet.
Totally. I wish they hadn't taken so long to realize that with that show. I wish somebody just picked that right back up. We're hoping for the same fate, and I certainly know, especially after 3 or 4 years of promising 6 seasons in a movie to all our incredible fans. I mean, we're in. We definitely want to give it to them. We love doing it. We love spending time together and doing comedy together. But at the very least, I think everybody's really interested in giving the fans that final sixth season, you know?
If you were forced to spend eternity on a desert island with only one of your Community co-stars, who do you think you'd choose and why?
Oh my god.
You're gonna...
I feel like I'm being set up for like an email later. Well, Alison Brie is gorgeous.
Of course.
So that's a difficult one not to be interested in. I have a loving girlfriend, so I'm not going to say that one.
Uh-oh.
But I did want to slip that in. I think it would have to be Jim Ash.
Really?
I think as the dean, I remember when I first started on that show, I would, you know, be basically in the background. He would come in and do scenes. And watching that guy perform is unreal. There's not a bad take. They're all different, and they all serve sort of different parts of the story, but they're all usable. I've never seen an actor do that before. You know, never floats a line, never does anything. Every single take that he did was just funny.
Pure
good. And it was basically just picking which one whose story for it. So I'm going to have to go with Jim. That's my final answer.
Is there any kind of content, like if you get a script that comes across your table, is there anything that could be in there that would immediately make you say no, anti-Semitism, rape, or Miley Cyrus maybe?
I'd do a Miley Cyrus movie.
Really?
I don't know if she would ask me, but I would do it. They're paid enough.
If that happens, can you put that tongue back in her fucking head for me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna poke it right back in there. Get in there. I think for the most part, this is kind of a shooting answer. This is kind of like a shitty actor answer, but it would have to depend on what it is. You know what I mean? It would have to depend on the slang. I mean, there's plenty of movies with rape and anti-Semitism in them that are not necessarily about that. Or if they are, it's not necessarily. I haven't seen a pro-rape movie in a while. So it certainly depends. I think the one thing that at least now I'm not as interested in doing, because I had such a long, great relationship with Fat Neil, I'd like to steer clear of, weight jokes and side gags and things like that. I guess that would be my answer.
Now, of course, every actor knows that nothing is more shitty than your career than rejection. Do you have any, roles that you damn near got, missed opportunities that you lose sleep over at night, those fucking ones that haunt you?
There are. 100%, yep. Most of them, though, you're pumped to be able to get the opportunity.
Right.
There are two, because that means you're moving up. It means that people are interested in you, to consider you for this part. I made a tape for Inside Llewyn Davis. To play Llewyn Davis, because it's based on a book by a folk musician named Dick Van Ronk, who looks like my fucking dad. And so it was crazy. They obviously changed it a little bit for the movie, but I did get to read for that and send it up to the Coens. I was really, really proud of that. It ended up being a great flick. I mean, I thought I would have been great, but yeah, that one. And also, I just auditioned a couple of months ago for the new Poltergeist movie, and I think it's gonna be awesome.
Really?
I'm still super pumped to see it, but those two are really some of the ones that kind of dig. And now, just being 5 years or so into really pursuing the game and all that kind of stuff, I've gotten to know a lot of really great actors, other character actors during my meet and auditions and things like that. So when I see them walk on screen in parts that I really wanted, I keep a mental list of who I'm accused. That's for sure.
So do you have any dirt from the set of Haunting of Cellblock 11, and any dirt you want to dish about maybe your co-stars or the making of the film? Any spoilers? You know, fucking directors love it when you give out spoilers.
Yeah, he called me 5 minutes before you did, saying don't tell anybody anything. Any dirt? You know what? I'm gonna put Jeff Johnson on blast right now.
Nice.
We became really good friends, but I'm not about it. Guy's seriously a homeless man. You won't even be able to tell in the movie. He's all clean cut. Got a really nice wardrobe. Looks great. I remember the first night that we shot, we met each other on set. The whole cast met each other on set.
Okay.
And I was like, God damn, that is a handsome man. And he's just well put together. He's looking good. And I met him in the bar at the hotel after the first day of shooting. And he looked like he just rolled out of bed. So
that's pretty good for a vagrant.
I'm going to have to take Jeff Johnson as a terrible, terrible dresser. Who cares? Fuck him. He's probably going to say something shitty about me, so I don't feel that bad about shooting the first shot across the bow.
That a boy. I like a guest with balls. That's nice. So, what are the main differences from your perspective? Obviously, going from independent film versus a studio project or a studio show. What are the main differences, and which one do you prefer?
They're both different and great. The food is better on Community. The lodging is better on Community. Or any network show, and did Royal Pains in New York for 3.5 weeks, and that was pretty cush living. They got a good life over there. But it's slow. That's the really, really big thing that kind of gets under your skin when you're working on a big studio project. Is that it's so slow. There's so many people to move around and so many effects and all that jazz. What's really nice about indie film is just it's down and dirty. Like I said, with Haunting, we shot 12, 13 pages a day, so it really forces you to show up and be prepared. And the big thing about, from my perspective, and the actors that I've met, and I think the rest of the cast will tell you this, is that as good as the copy is on big studio things, and as good as the accommodations are, we want to act, you know?
Yeah.
So waiting around for 6 or 7 hours to come and do your one line can get a little grating, but when you hop on an indie flick, it's go, go, go. You're going to have 2-3 monologues today. Better be ready. It's fun. It's exciting.
I mean, they do.
I think that's why a lot of people go back and do that stuff.
They always tell you when you get to a film set, it's hurry up and wait, and they are not shitting around. That's exactly what it is.
Oh yeah, and it's exhausting. That's the most tiring part of it. Just sitting around like, do they need me? Do they want me yet?
Nothing drains your.
Work today.
Nothing gets you out of character and drains your energy faster than sitting there waiting for the gaffers to get their shit straight. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you do as much crying as I do.
Oh, I know, man. I don't know how you work all the waterworks up. I always feel bad for you.
I live in that silent, dark hole inside me that I just. It's always somewhere near the surface. I'm pretty ready to cry at almost a moment's notice.
You can almost see you thinking back to that one moment in your childhood when your grandpa got pissed and snapped the puppy's neck or something. That first first tear rolls. You got anything new and exciting in the works except, of course, Haunting of Cellblock 11, available July 1st. Actually, by the time this airs, it will be on demand. So get your asses out there and check it out on VOD.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to do a sequel, so we need your money to do that. So definitely get out there and check it out. What I got a short film that I shot with Edward James Olmos that was pretty amazing.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, totally. It's not a huge thing. It's probably not going to be playing at your Megaplex, but it'll be around. It was pretty exciting for me. I really enjoyed it.
And some of the best shit is the short things you throw online, and people, there's more people find it than they ever would in the damn multiplex anyway.
Yeah, totally. When they get all put together in these, 4-hour shorts collections, and everybody goes like, I'm not going to fucking watch that. Just sit around and watch 19 different short stories. But yeah, the internet's making a lot of this stuff a lot easier. Not for the studios. They are maybe the only people on Earth that wish the internet didn't exist, but I'm going to take advantage of it while I can.
The couples therapy bit I seen with you, I laughed so fucking hard.
I love that. That was one of the first things I did. That's one of my favorite things I've ever done, too.
Hysterical.
That was a lot of fun.
Do you want to tell people where they can find you online, or do you want them to leave you the fuck alone? Do you want your Twitter out there, or fan page, or anything?
I want friends desperately. I need attention constantly, so I will be happy to tell you where you can find me on the internet.
Don't make him cry anymore, people.
I know. Somebody please be my friend and bring over a pie.
Ooh, which kind?
You can find me on Twitter at Charley_Koontz. And I'm pretty vocal and lively, so you hit me up and I'll probably hit you back.
Well, I appreciate your time, man. You're not Fat Neil to me, bro. You're just Neil.
Thanks, buddy.
Everybody, make sure you check out Haunting of Cellblock 11, available on demand now. Thank you very much, Charlie. Best of luck with everything, and I know that you'll be Fat Neil again soon. Don't worry, Community's not going to be gone very long.
Fingers crossed. Thanks a lot, man. Everybody enjoy the flick. All right, man. Bye.
We interrupt this amazing podcast to bring you a special news bulletin. Your mother's a whore. More at 6.
Seriously? What fucking year is this?
Ah! Who the hell are you?
Jeremy from Unholy Matrimony?
Oh, God. Kim Kardashian has another reality show?
No, damn it. Unholy Matrimony on CouchPotatoNation.com. You asked me to do this?
All right. That podcast where you talk to your wife. You know, most dudes actually spend eternity trying to avoid conversing with their wives, but I guess your way works too.
Why did I agree to this?
You know what else is bomb-ass?
Oh, God. Well, according to the script in my hands that you wrote, I'm supposed to say, speaking of podcasts, don't you run a podcast too, Jay? A funny one? The funniest one I've ever heard? Jesus. How many special needs kids wrote this shit?
Just read it.
Hard to Swallow with J.J. Bidwell is your one-stop shop for filth, celebrity gossip, and Jay's twisted take on current events. Now available on Stitcher, iTunes, and of course, CouchPotatoNation.com.
You know, that's an excellent point, Jeremy.
And if you want all this, minus this jackass, Unholy Matrimony is for you.
You know, let's actually just stick to the lines that are written.
CouchPotatoNation.com. Awesome, funny, and judgment-free.
Your mom is free.
You know what? Fuck this shit.
Hey, where you going, bro?
Go fuck yourself, Jay!
Damn it.
Now let's take a look at some new and noteworthy shit. So apparently the new thing is that bridesmaids in the wedding photos are showing their ass and or underwear.
Just because.
Just because it's like, oh, look, here's my ass. It's supposed to look like it had you, say you went to the bathroom and you came out and your dress was
tucked into your,
yeah.
Gotcha. I have a funny story about that.
Okay, go ahead.
One of my life's most embarrassing moments. I was managing at this little restaurant, Coopersville, a few years ago, and I was the Sunday bartender, so I was the manager, and I had a skirt on, and that fucking thing happened to me. I went to the bathroom, I come out, my skirt's tucked in the back of my nylons, and I don't even realize it. And I'm just walking around behind the bar, and all of a sudden, every single person in this restaurant was laughing their asses off at me, on my staff, and I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody told me for 10, 15 minutes.
Assholes.
I was like, are you kidding me right now? You guys are fuckers. But yeah, that happened. I was
actually,
24 at the time.
Was it actually tucked into your nylons, or was it just this jizz worked as a glue?
Yeah, that was what happened. Because I was masturbating in those disgusting bathrooms at this restaurant.
No, sometimes you plop down in front of one of those glory holes. You never know where the guy finishes.
Okay.
It could have shot you in the nylon. You don't notice it.
Good point. But no, it was actually tucked in.
So, do you think this is classless or awesome?
I don't know. I guess it really depends on. It depends on the person.
Would you allow this at your wedding?
If I have some pretty crazy friends, so maybe.
Do we want to see their ass? Is it?
Some of them absolutely not.
See,
so
I think it's pretty sexy. God are the days you got to think. I hope she looks sexy with her pants off. Now you just look at the fucking wedding album and you're like, holy shit.
Right.
Look at that. It's like when you go to a fancy restaurant and you get to choose your lobster. You're like, I'll take the one with the pink panties. She looks fun.
Really?
Those ones are crotchless.
You're not like, I'll take the one with the thong?
I'll take the crotchless panty one. That sounds hot.
I mean, I guess it depends. It depends on, is it tasteless completely? No. I mean, if it's all in good humor, what the fuck?
Are you aware of what a flashlight is?
Other than the conventional thing you used to see in the dark?
Are you aware of what a fleshlight is?
Apparently not.
A fleshlight is...
Flesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
A fleshlight is a masturbatory tool for men. It's basically a flashlight with a pussy on the end. And you just...
Really?
Yeah. So...
Ew.
What do you mean, ew? You got Bob. We need something.
Yeah, that's what... wasn't that like a pocket pussy?
Yeah, it's the same concept. But
okay.
Its big draw is that you finish in it, and it's easily rinsable, and you just pop off the end and rinse out the jizz, and you move on with your day.
Wow. All right.
It's got a little receptacle for you.
Yeah, you guys is easy to clean.
So, you know what an iPad is?
Yes.
Well, apparently, Fleshlight has taken it upon themselves to release a new item that is called the Fleshlight Launchpad iPad. And it's a case that holds your tablet, your iPad,
okay,
that you can have sex with.
I don't even know where. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
The idea is...
So what, you can set your tablet on your lap and jack off and nobody knows?
Have your porn on your tablet and you can just fuck your tablet. I mean...
Ew.
Do you think this is going to go over well?
Probably in some cities.
So, what cities are those? I need to know about these cities. I don't know. It says, lonely losers don't feel bad. In the world of STDs, you can download your own virus directly to your penis.
Right?
What the fuck? No human interaction necessary. Stick your dick right in your iPad. I think we're in a place where we love technology too much at this point.
You think?
Literally.
Literally.
So when did they come out with the goo shield for your You're gonna have to get that for your iPad, your phone, your laptop.
Right?
I probably should have some kind of protective cover over my keyboard at this point.
You think?
there's certain
it's
letters.
called saran wrap.
I need a dental dam to cover my laptop. I guess that's gonna do it. Listen after the ending because we're gonna play. Last week you heard Jax reaction to Two Girls, One Cup.
Shut up! You did not put that on there. Hi.
Today,
that was disgusting.
Today, after the show, you're going to hear poor Georgie Porgy, his reaction to the Two Girls, One Cup.
Okay. No, don't show me anymore. Kept staring at the screen. That's disgusting. His eyes are bulging out of his head.
His pants were bulging, too.
I'm sure they were.
So, yeah, happy 7.5 years to Two Girls, One Cup.
Happy anniversary, bitches.
You opened a lot of minds, I'm going to say.
A lot of stomachs.
And anuses, I think, too.
You think?
There must have been some people who watched that and were like, I'm kind of into this.
Yeah, I'm sure there was. I'm personally, well, you clearly can tell I wasn't one of them.
I love that you almost vomited everywhere. It was hot.
Yeah, there was smoking.
All right, everybody. Check us out. musingsofageek.com, couchpotatonation.com, jbidwell.com, facebook.com/peonpods, bidwellfog@yahoo.com is where you can email me, tweet at bidwellfog, iTunes, Stitcher. We're fucking everywhere.
We are everywhere. That's okay.
It's just you can't escape us.
But that's okay. Exposure's good.
The next Independence Day is going to be you surviving us, I think. It's gonna
right.
Happy 4th. Hard to swallow is taking over. But if you don't aim high, you'll never hit her in the eye. Isn't that right?
Good point.
Thanks, everybody. Go fuck something.
Have a great day.
All right, Porgy, I need your help.
Maybe.
You ready to help me?
I'll try.
I got 3 very important interviews tomorrow.
You're gonna suck my dick.
I'm gonna practice on you. I'm not gonna suck your dick. I'm gonna practice.
Come on, bro. You gotta suck my dick right now.
George, if you don't fucking help me, you know what I'm gonna make you do?
What?
I'm gonna tie your ass up and make you watch Two Girls, One Cup again.
Fuck you. That was fuck nasty. You like eating shit.
Okay? Get into character.
I don't know how.
Get into character.
Don't know how.
Do it. That's good. You're doing great. Should I put on a phony voice? How do you, if I'm interviewing somebody who's more important than the assholes like you who are usually on the show?
Fuck you.
It's time to dig much deep. I didn't even spell it right.
Dumbass.
How the fuck do you find time to follow your dreams and still be a loving wife and mother?
Why don't you try it?
I don't really believe that you have a vagina right now.
No, I got big ass cock.
Nobody believes that. Can you say something in Portuguese for us?
Hard
Can you say, you're listening to Hard to Swallow?
to swallow.
In Portuguese, dipshit.
Sound like Grandpa right there.
Yeah, you kind of do sound like Grandpa. Do you like scary movies? I mean, oh no, you can get rid of the Portuguese part.
You didn't say that. Just...
You're right. My bad. I should have clarified. For the rest of the interview, you can speak English again. Do you like scary movies?
Yes, I do.
Scariest thing I ever seen was that film you watched earlier.
Earlier.
2 girls, 1 George.
Oh, fuck you.
2 girls, 1 George.
That's fucking gross.
Can you tell me a little bit about the film?
It's scary. I don't know much about it. Sorry, they put me in it. I just had to show my boobs.
Oh, kinky. I've seen your boobs. They're glorious.
Thank you very much.
Some of the biggest I've ever seen. How was it shooting in a prison?
Oh, that was scary.
Yeah? Did you encounter anything paranormal?
I seen a dick going at my face.
That's not unusual. Paranormal is out of the ordinary. That's completely ordinary. George, you're going to be my porn star today. I mean, you could be a porn star without actually coming all over the couch. I would really...
Too late.
God damn it.
There's a lot of white spots.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing good.
16. Why 16?
So I had sex with a lot of people.
How did that feel?
Oh, that was fun. I was hoping they'd join in.
Do you encounter a lot of females in the industry who have poor hygiene in their vaginal regions?
All of them I have met.
All of them. There's no women with clean pussies.
Just me.
Is he as cruel as he comes off as on the radio?
Yes, he is.
So he's a douche?
Yes, he is.
Did he ask you to blow him?
No, you want to see my tits.
Did you show him your tits?
Yes, I did.
Did he like your tits?
Yes, he did.
Did he agree that they taste like cinnamon and maple syrup?
He didn't taste them. He plays my nipples. He likes the feel of my nipples.
The fabric of our lives. Are you into shit play? Like
Hell no.
Like my friend George?
Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you.
You're doing so good. Today's guest has graced your screens on such shows as Community. Was that a convincing echo?
Homo. Hey, what's up, my niggas?
What's your favorite kind of pussy?
Better hurry it up, because I got one in an hour here.
Do you like shaved pussy? Do you like hairy pussy?
Hey, I don't care. It could be hairy, no hair. I don't give a shit. I'll put that in it.
If you were forced to spend the rest of eternity on a desert isle with one of your co-stars, who would you choose and why?
Katie Morgan. I'll put some duct tape around her mouth and fuck the shit out of her.
Whoa. You're on a desert island. You're the only two people there. Why are you going to rape her?
Oh, good.
Why can't you just ask?
Hey, I ain't going to rape her. I was just going to take it.
I mean, you sound like you're going to rape her. You say, I'm going to duct tape her mouth.
Oh, I don't like when she talks.
Whoa.
She got that little weird mouth.
Tell the fans where they can find you.
Twitter. I don't know my account, but on Twitter.
You're Fat George.
Fuck off. Don't take a picture of me. They'd be like, what got a black dick in your mouth?
Go ahead and push the play button.
Yeah. Yeah, push play for what? Ah, you sick fucker. God damn, why do I want to fucking see that shit? That's fucking gross. What the hell you want me watching this shit for? God damn.
You love porno, buddy.
Yeah, that's fucking oh, shit. Fucking gross.
You fucking love porno.
That's...
Can you tell everybody what you're seeing?
No! That's fucking...
What are you watching?
I ain't...
What are you watching? What are you watching?
That's fucking gross. I'm done. It's done.
Oh, it's done? Would you like that movie?
Hell no! Fucking nasty! Why the hell you did it to me for? Yeah. Thought I was looking good at first. Fucking starting lick sucking on nipples. Here, take this shit. Urgh. I ain't doing it. Trust you ever again. That's all you did that for, huh? You watch it all the time, don't you? Fucking record that shit.
You are now leading the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.